Hey guys, so I'm sure all of you have heard of 5G and how it's going to be an improvement on the current 4G networks that are in place across the world. And in today's video, I'm going to be looking at some of the companies, some of the stocks that I believe are in the best place to benefit from the 5G rollout across the world. So I'm going to be looking at a few companies and what they do and how they're going to benefit from 5G. So hopefully this video should give you a little bit of an idea of what companies you could potentially invest in if you want to take advantage of the 5G boom that could happen in the market. Just quickly, before we get into the video guys, be sure to leave a like if you do enjoy it, and also remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. It really does help me out. And apart from that, let's get into it. So firstly, what is 5G and what is the potential boom that's going to come with it? So 5G is going to revolutionise the way that we use wireless internet and mobile networks. And 5G is meant to be 100 times faster than 4G is right now. It's also meant to have 100 times the traffic capacity that 4G has. So it also improves the connectivity reliability of your connection due to the 10 times decrease in end-to-end latency. And this makes it feel like everything you do on your phone happens straight away without any sort of input lag in place. So there are many companies that are already involved in 5G technology, whether that is building and operating the infrastructure around 5G or selling products with 5G implemented in them. And this video will cover a few of the stocks that I personally believe are good buys right now and good companies to hold in the future to benefit from the 5G boom that could be about to happen in the market. So first up we have American Tower Corporation, ticker symbol AMT. Now, American Tower is a global provider of wireless communications infrastructure, and they do build communication towers to rent them out to telecom companies such as Verizon and ATT. And across the globe, they do own nearly 180,000 towers as of right now. So they do operate as a real estate investment trust, which means that 90% of their revenue, which they attain from the rental income that they get from the towers, is paid out to shareholders in the form of a dividend. So at the moment they do pay a $1.10 dividend per quarter, which equals $4.40 per year. And this equates to a 1.75% dividend yield at the current price that they're trading at. So this may not sound like a lot, but American Tower is also a growth stock that has seen significant share price growth over recent years, experiencing 175% growth over the last 5 years alone. And in addition to this, the dividend growth rate over the last 5 years has been an incredible 22% per year. So this means that your dividend return from the company is likely to go up significantly over time, the more that you hold this company for. So the rollout of 4G in the US has taken the better part of a decade, which does suggest that 5G will take a similar amount of time. So 5G spending has only just begun, with 5G technology in its infancy at the moment. So this does mean that demand for new and existing towers is likely to continue to grow even after 5G has been largely rolled out initially. In addition to this, mobile data usage has been exponentially increasing over the last decade, which does mean that the demand for American Tower's core product is increasing, and the demand is likely to stay that way in the future. So compared to 4G, 5G networks do require the use of more towers. This is because that 5G requires the towers to be closer together in order for the network to operate properly. So this once again means that American Tower will benefit from the continued rollout of 5G technology, as more actual towers are going to be needed on the land in order for 5G to operate efficiently. So next up we have Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Now, everyone's heard of Apple. They have been absolutely crushing it this year and are showing no signs of stopping. So Apple is the biggest company in the world, yet they are still managing to beat their earnings prediction, which they did do last quarter. And they did achieve an 18% year-over-year increase in earnings and also an 11% year-over-year increase in sales, which is very impressive. So iPhone sales have been growing at a slow and steady rate of 2% year-over-year. And they do make up 44% of the total revenue for Apple. So the iPhone 12 series is expected to be released in mid-October, and it will be the first 5G handset released by Apple. So this is therefore likely to drive up iPhone sales, increasing their revenue growth in this sector of the business, as it's expected that a lot of people are going to want to upgrade their phone to get a 5G phone. So there has been a little bit of a pullback recently on Apple, and some analysts do think that the stock is overvalued right now after the gains that it has made over the last year. However, with the release of the iPhone 12, which is 5G ready, along with the gradual rollout of 5G across the world, there is plenty of growth likely to come for Apple in the near future. So Apple are almost too big to fail at this point, and they are the dominant company to be taking advantage of 5G mobile phones, arguably the products benefiting the most from 5G. And finally, Apple does have a track record of taking advantage of major technology shifts over time, and they do consistently find a way to make their way to the top of the market and outdo their competitors, and there is no reason why they won't be able to do this again with 5G. So next up we have Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. Now Qualcomm are one of the leading companies creating semiconductors, software and services related to wireless technology, and Qualcomm do sell chips for smartphones and many other electric items. So the 5G boom could also allow Qualcomm to enter markets and industries that they have never had the opportunity to be a part of before. So one of these potential industries is the automotive industry, where Qualcomm can generate revenue through their car connectivity, infotainment and telematics products. So with the 5G boom, Qualcomm's addressable market is going to grow from $65 billion at the end of 2019 to a predicted $100 billion by the end of 2022. So as you can see, this is quite a significant growth in the addressable market that they've got. So another benefit to Qualcomm is that Apple are very reliant on them to launch their 5G iPhones, so much so that they have recently signed a 6-year deal with Qualcomm for the supply of all their mobile chips. So with the predicted rise in iPhone sales when 5G is rolled out, Qualcomm's success will go hand in hand with Apple's, as more chips will be needed to match the increased demand for the iPhones. And also Qualcomm do pay a dividend, which is a pretty good yield of 2.3%. They have been growing this dividend for 17 consecutive years, and the average dividend growth rate over the last 5 years is 9%, which is really great to see. So the last company that I'm going to cover here today is AT&T with the ticker symbol T. So they are a big 3 US telecom company with a significant market share in the US phone and internet market, who they share with Verizon and T-Mobile. So they are the other two sort of rival companies in this space. So they do have a large moat around their services due to the large startup costs and barriers to entry to get into the market for a new company. So this does help to keep their business safe as there is less competition to steal business from them. So when 5G is rolled out, a lot of people are going to want to get a new phone plan which is on the new 5G network, and AT&T will be one of the main service providers for this. And AT&T's 5G network now covers 120 million people, with that number expected to rise to 200 million throughout 2020. So the AT&T stock price still hasn't recovered since the virus market crash, and it is currently valued as underpriced by a lot of Wall Street analysts right now, which means that there is room for growth in the future. So growth, however, is not the main reason why you want to be holding AT&T. So the company do currently pay a very attractive dividend every quarter, with the dividend yield currently being about 7.1%. So the dividend is also relatively safe, as AT&T are a dividend aristocrat stock who have been increasing their dividend payout for 35 consecutive years. So this is a very attractive element of owning AT&T stock, is you're going to be getting a decent return on your money in the form of a dividend. So with an amazing return on investment coming from their dividend payout and the potential to also see significant stock growth when 5G finally is implemented, I do think that AT&T is quite a good stock to own, as you've sort of got the hybrid between the dividend paying aspects of the company as well as the potential for the growth in the stock price. So that is it for today, guys. Be sure to comment below, let me know what your favourite company is out of the ones I've covered today. Also be sure to let me know if you own any of these stocks right now, or if you're looking to buy some in the future. It really is interesting for me to know. Also remember to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, it really does help me out. And also be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And apart from that, guys, thanks a lot for watching.